Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, man. You know what, Steve? Another reason why Puyallup is great is because Bourbon and Bacon Fest is coming to Tacoma, so you do not have far to go.
Nope.
Puyallup.
Just a hop, skip, and a pig away.
Yeah. October 27th. It's a Saturday. Bourbon and Bacon Fest at the Tacoma Armory. 2 sessions. The day session, the night session. Hey, you can do both. And here's what's going to happen. Distilleries are coming from all over the country because they want you to taste their great spirits, man. And then restaurants from all over the area said, let's put some pork tasty bacon treats with that. Mm-hmm. Bourbon and Bacon Fest. The only thing you need to do is get tickets. You can get those at KISW.com. And good cause has been engaged because Bourbon and Bacon Fest benefits our friends at Treehouse.
Let's play B-Mix.
It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix, you're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix, and it's time to turn down for Thursday.
Charge out for what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Friday Junior, baby. The Little Friday. Yeah, it's, man, it's just looking gorgeous for this weekend, too. The weather this is a beautiful October we're getting.
I know, it's really weird. Best October ever.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Why is it weird? Because you like the clouds?
I like the gloom. I like it being cloud cover.
Yeah.
I like the drizzle all the time.
There are people like you. Yes, there are.
It means it'll be a little bit warmer because it's freezing at night.
Yeah.
I'm cold. Even though I'm fat and I've got padding, I'm still cold.
Well, buy a blanket and shut up.
Fine. There we go. Jeez. There we go. Shut down.
Touche, sir.
Yeah.
Let's get to our contestant today. I'm just going to end it on that. We got Chris in Tacoma to take on Steve. Chris, are you there?
I am here, gentlemen.
Excellent. What's he playing for today?
Skid Row and Quiet Riot tickets, and that's happening at the Clearwater Casino Resort on November 1st. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, they're available now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
Yeah.
For those playing at home, Chris will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chris, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Originating in Asia, what metallic musical instrument was featured in a classic game show hosted by Chuck Barris?
Sitar.
No.
Pass.
How many syllables total are in a haiku?
5.
No.
7.
No.
3.
No. In what decade did The Sound of Music come out?
60s.
Yes. Alpine, Nordic, and freestyle are all different styles of what activity? Yes. Beginning with C. What is another name for a graveyard?
Cemetery.
Yes. What is the capital of Maine?
Pass.
What is John Goodman's character's name on The Conners?
John.
No.
Dan.
Yes. Nice. Reese Witherspoon played Elle Woods in which movie?
Pleasantville.
No.
Ooh, I like that one.
Right?
She was naughty in Pleasantville.
Chris?
He's gone.
Chris is gone? Chris, you still there?
He gone.
No.
He wins.
Well,
Nothing.
well, he might win nothing. 4 correct. Sounds like the phone screwed him there.
Man. Technology.
Yeah, I can give him a call back if Steve manages not to win.
Boy.
Highly unlikely.
He just got treated like the Astros fans did yesterday. He got
screwed.
He got Altuve'd.
Oh, yeah, because of that whole sports ball thing.
Yeah, you almost know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you guys talked about it during sports.
We surely did.
Yeah, a thing happened. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, thanks
I already
for caring.
forgot. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yes.
Originating in Asia, what metallic musical instrument was featured in the classic game show hosted by Chuck Barris?
Gong.
Yes.
Gong.
How many syllables total are in a haiku?
Is that 11?
No.
15?
No.
You can do this.
19.
No. In what decade did The Sound of Music come out?
The 60s.
Yes. Alpine, Nordic, and freestyle are all different styles of what activity?
Skiing.
Yes. Beginning with C, what is another name for a graveyard?
Oh. Cemetery.
Yes.
Wow.
What is the capital of Maine?
Main City.
No.
Take me down.
Main metropolis.
No.
My Maine.
No. What is John Goodman's character's name on The Connors?
Mr. Connor.
No.
Dan.
Thank you.
That's when I
Reese-
see you. You're jerk. Load. I can't see you right now.
Reese Witherspoon played Elle Woods in what movie?
Legally Blonde.
Yes. In what TV series did Fred Savage play Kevin Arnold?
Wonder Years.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris got screwed by his phone,
Phone cut out on him.
but you beat him pretty handily there. So congratulations.
I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak.
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
But a win's a win.
That's
right.
I thought maybe Chris would have had a chance considering how long you took to try to math out how many syllables total are in a haiku.
He was close, too. And so was Chris. They both said it, but they just didn't do the math right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think 17 is the answer.
17. 575.
Yeah.
575. I was thinking 357.
Oh, okay.
You did
Yeah.
it all, buddy.
753.
Oh, you were doing so good, yeah.
But I didn't do 575.
You did not. The capital of Maine. Anybody?
I would say Augusta.
You would be correct.
Thank you, sir.
If you asked me to just name somewhere in Maine, I wouldn't be able to give you an answer.
You can't say Portland?
Oh, that's
I remember it just because of Oregon.
Portland,
People forget there's a Portland, Maine. There's a Bangor, Maine. Bangor, you brought it, you Bangor.
Oh, those are some great names there.
I know. They got, but I lived in New England, so I should know a little bit.
Good call.
Kennebunkport. Don't
What?
forget that. The president used to stay there, probably President George Sr., I think.
Oh, I just thought you had a Tourette's moment right there.
Kennebunkport.
Kennebunkport.
Yeah.
Kennebunkport.
Oh, congratulations, Steve. You won with 7 correct.
Caller number 7, guess what you're getting? You are getting tickets to see Skid Row and Quiet Riot at Clearwater Casino Resort. That's caller number 7. 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 7, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Bang your head.
Tomorrow we'll be banging our drinks.
That's right. Tomorrow's Bang Friday, boys.
Bang Friday.
Very excited. Thanks to a texter that hit me to the official spokesperson for Bang Energy Drinks,
Yeah, who is she?
Leanna Bartlett.
Good for
And
Leanna.
If you want to do yourself a favor and find her on Instagram.
Yeah.
She is very attractive and frequently holding a can of Bang Energy drink.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
And she's, she's not
Sometimes
wearing a
she-
whole lot.
Oh, she's wearing clothes.
Yeah, I didn't say it's just not a whole lot of clothes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one is that? That looks like the cotton candy.
Okay, she does.
Oh,
Yes,
that's the rainbow unicorn.
I can see why they have her as the Bang spokesperson, because I think everybody agrees that Bang and her should go together.
I like how Rev just chimes in, which just goes, nice.
Yeah,
Well, she's holding my favorite drink now.
Yep.
Damn, that's
Yeah, tomorrow. So you're not usually an energy drink guy. And from what I've learned is that Bang energy drinks are super energy.
yeah. It's
a lot of caffeine.
I'm going to be bouncing off the walls.
Right. Like you can't even drink, sometimes even non-caffeine, not decaf coffee gets you.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys going to have some like a health professional on site that if I just get all jacked up.
Danny will give you mouth to mouth if there's any problems.
I remember that Gary Busey earlier told about how he OD'd on cocaine. What if I OD on this stuff because I'm not used to it?
You're not going to OD on it.
Well, I'm not used to the high energy drinks.
Great. That'll be the clip of audio that they play when we have to talk about this on today at King 5 News.
Yeah, exactly.
Radio host has a heart attack.
Yeah, I think I'll be speaking at about 8 skillion miles per hour. That's what I predict.
I just like that people have been texting and saying that they're getting their own cans of Bang and they're going to do it along with us.
Oh, I
tomorrow
love the
for Bang
solidarity.
Friday.
Yeah. Bang Friday, baby.
Someone wants to know what time are we getting our Bang on? 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yeah, that's the time. That way I'll have because I have business to do, so I want it to wear off by 10.
So we crack it open right at 6 a.m. and we just start drinking it. Are we chugging it? Or are we going to try and finish it in an hour?
I was really excited about the idea of shotgunning because I've never shotgunned anything.
You're not shotgunning bang.
You can shotgun bang if you want to, Vic. I don't care. Vic can do whatever she wants.
Hey, things get messy when you shotgun.
True.
We don't need no sticky unicorn, whatever, juice all over our board.
Well, Vicky is a professional. I'm sure she can figure out a way to make that work.
I say we have to finish it in the first break.
In the first break?
Yeah.
First break.
First.
You're welcome.
I'm telling
What
you,
if
Steve,
after you pound a one bang energy drink, all of a sudden you start saying first right?
That'd be great.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Danny, you need to get audio of Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod talks just like you. I don't know what it is. I want to find out why you and he are the only ones they say first, and always put a sh on every S word they've got.
Maybe they have similar mouths.
You just said mouths. What the hell is your problem? Jesus.
What is going on?
And we haven't even had any bang yet. Tomorrow's
Bang! Tomorrow's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw this. There's a single mother in England who just posted a job ad on a British site called childcare.co.uk.
I'm on that site all the time.
Hello. She says, quote, I get very scared at Halloween because of the costumes and speaking to strangers to ask sweets for kids. I have severe social anxiety and I'm uncomfortable for trick-or-treating, but I'd like for my kids to experience it.
Really?
I can
Is that
appreciate
bad?
that. Yeah, I mean,
But Halloween's pretty cartoony when you go trick-or-treating.
yeah, but if you've got severe social anxiety, I mean, it sucks. I've had panic attacks in my life, and I'm probably still nowhere near where she's at, and it does suck. It sucks when simple things seem like they should be okay, and you just feel like you're going to fly out of your skin.
Yeah, I know. We're quick to judge, but you're right. I mean, I don't know what's going on in her head where it's going to cause that kind of anxiety. So what, she needs somebody to go trick-or-treating for her
Dude,
kids?
this is a perfect gig for you.
I'm totally down to do that. Do I get a cut of the candy?
I don't see why not. I mean, she was going to pay somebody, but if all she wants a cut of the candy, I think she's probably willing to make that deal.
Even
Here you
better.
go, Steve. Here's your Mr. Goodbar.
We need to get our agent involved in this
Yeah,
negotiations for me
It's a good
because I'm
thing you
clearly
have-
not doing a good
I
job.
know, it really is a good thing you have an agent. Because you're just like, I'll take the crackle and I'll be fine.
Like, babe, I didn't get a pay raise,
But
I got Smarties.
yeah, you did. So yeah, she's looking for someone to take her 9-year-old trick-or-treating, also a 7-year-old and 3-year-old. So she's got 3 kids you got to take out. Can you handle the 3 kids?
Yeah.
Bring Vicky. If you bring Vicky, she'll have it all handled.
Well, then he's going to have 4 kids to take care of.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, she was paying $65 an hour, Steve, but you know what? Your 3 musketeers should cover it.
$65 an hour? That's a great
do
deal.
it.
It's a great gig. Yeah, I figure, what are you out? 2 hours tops, maybe the most? And that's if you really want to get all that candy you
Oh,
want.
bro, I'm going a 4-hour marathon trick-or-treating.
Whoa, okay.
I might do 24 hours.
So you're making some bank.
Get some overtime.
All right. Yeah, it's a really good deal, and we don't know if she's hired anybody yet, Steve, so there's still time.
Somebody says, I know a person that can't even look at a pumpkin because it makes her think of scary Halloween stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look, Vicky will not watch horror movies. She still can't, all because she watched The Ring when she was little.
Yeah, and Tales from the Crypt when I was a baby. But
That was a great show.
No, that's when my parents got me to sleep.
And the Crypt Keeper, yeah, him too. The Crypt Keeper is he's so goofy looking that I don't know how anybody could be afraid of him, but you were.
When you're a kid.
When you're 2 or 3 years old, yeah.
But he's such a goofball because he tells jokes.
Well, I didn't understand the jokes. I just heard.
Yeah, they're all puns.
Should I bring in my Crypt Keeper mask?
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Do you want me to beat you with a broom?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
I like all
I'll
of these
bring in a
ideas.
broom.
Yes.
And on Bang Friday. Yes, do it, Danny.
All right, tomorrow.
I'll beat you like a piñata,
Okay.
and not in a sexy way.
Well, we weren't
Sexy
thinking.
piñata?
Yeah, we weren't thinking
Don't
of
worry about
sexy.
What if Danny showed up dressed as a pinata tomorrow?
Please.
I don't think we need Vicky to all of a sudden get excited in that way, too. Because apparently that's Vicky's thing.
Wow.
82% of the people say that the job hunting process is stressful. Okay, this is according to a new survey. I think we all know that. It takes an average about 5 months of work and rejection to find a new job. Geez, my buddy's in really good shape. He got let go maybe a couple weeks ago. He's already got a new job.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's
it's not
amazing.
easy these days, I hear.
And the reason it takes so long, unless you're Danny, is because the interview goes poorly. About half the people say it takes long because they go to the interview and they really mess up. Again, what if
Danny's interview went perfectly well because it annoyed the living F out of you, and that's when I realized that he's the perfect guy for the show.
Hooray!
Dude, his interview would have been an abject failure in any other position in life.
I think it'd also be an abject failure in the position that we were hiring.
That's true.
It's just that I found great humor in
You
the
and
fact-
Hair Club both were like, I couldn't believe you weren't on my side going, this Danny kid's a mess. Are you sure we want to hire this
crying
guy?
in the first interview.
And you guys knew of him. I mean, I met Danny a couple times at the convention, but I didn't really know him like you did.
Of course. If that was the only time I met Danny and I had not known him already and met him in the past in our radio conferences and already liked the guy and thought he was a good dude, it would be a tough sell.
Yeah, I didn't know him.
I would still try and push for it because I could just see the anger in your face.
I was ready to flip
as
that
he
table.
starts crying about something in his life.
And it wasn't even answering the question. He was asked a question and he went off on this tangent. He's crying. And then when I was 3, and I'm like, why?
I finished my whole meal and he hadn't even finished answering the first question.
No, he hadn't. Yeah.
That's my go-to now. I'm just going to start crying in interviews anytime I have them, even if it's not for a job.
Not everybody's like us, Danny.
Yeah.
I just want you to know we are. If Steve wasn't trolling me, you probably wouldn't have got the job.
Okay.
And actually, he considers this an everyday troll that you're still here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, BJ.
Yeah. So here are the 10 questions that are most likely to trip people up during job interviews, because this is the thing. You want to make sure that you're prepared for them. I'll try to get them as quickly as possible. They ask you what your weaknesses are. And in the 60 minutes...
My emotions. Signed, Danny.
Be like the president, because they asked this... in 60 Minutes interview, they asked the president this question, and his answer was perfect. He was like, well... I could have done this thing quicker than I did it. Like, he did something that was really a good thing, but he said I could have been quicker to do it. So that's the way you answer it. Your weakness really isn't a weakness.
So your weakness is I didn't do something awesome quicker.
Exactly. And that's why, you know what? The President Trump knows how to do an interview. No matter what you say, a job interview, he knows how to answer those dumb questions correctly.
I always hated that kind of a question. It's such a stock question to ask. All I'm thinking in my head is that this person that's interviewing whoever is not prepared. Because why else do you ask that question other than you read it in some magazine or you saw it on some TED Talk or something stupid?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the person that just answers, goes, I don't have any weaknesses. I'm flawless.
Flawless victory.
Yes.
How about this one? Because I think this is another lazy question, and I hate it.
Okay.
And I did get asked this one time. Why should I hire you? My answer is because you have a job opening. I mean, what kind of a question is that? Why should I hire me? Why should you hire me?
I have bills, that's why.
Jesus, why should I? Because it's their question, like, why should we hire you? I know why you should hire me for me, because I need the job.
Right.
But why should you hire me? I hope you know the answer to that, stupid, because you're the one evaluating.
Or why do you want this job?
Oh.
So I don't go hungry.
Yeah.
Right. Because the job I really want didn't hire me.
Yeah. Tell me about yourself. That's the other one.
All right, well, that one's just more of like a... I don't think that's all that bad.
It's a trick question. You got to be careful, because you got to be careful how you answer things. Here's what you got to say.
I'm without weaknesses and I'm awesome.
And I don't like to. I really don't like vacations. I love to work. I mean, that's what you. I mean, really, what else?
If somebody said that, I wouldn't hire them.
But that's the only answer you should give them. I mean, seriously, because they're stupid they're ass kissing questions. Because if you go, I really like to take vacations and I love leisure time and I really love a life outside the job, they most, at least in my generation, they were like, no, we don't want that guy. How about this one? Why do you want to work here? So why should I hire you? Why do you want to work here?
Because of your hot receptionist.
And the manager goes, you're a straight shooter with management potential. You're right. That's why I work here. How about, tell me about the worst boss you ever had? Again, it's a setup question.
I'm having a feeling you're going to be my worst boss.
Yeah. What are your strengths? Okay, so first they ask you your weaknesses, then they ask you your strengths. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I answer stupid questions well. That's my strength. I suffer fools. Describe yourself in 3 words, Steve.
Cute, wholesome,
Funny,
and cuddleable. Cuddleable.
Well, if you could, cuddleable. So, yes, we will hire you to work on the Oxford Dictionary. Thank you, sir. You're a perfect candidate.
All right.
Yeah.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, awesome, wicked awesome.
Oh, now you just use the same word again.
Well, I put wicked in front of it. If you know
That's 3
Massachusetts.
words now.
Yeah, it's already 3 words.
Yeah, see?
Cute. I mean,
What? You look at me and say cute? I didn't say
I'm still
cute.
thinking about myself.
You're not, by the way, cute's not the right
That's
word for
definitely
you.
one of my strengths.
No.
And you're not awesome.
No.
All right, Vicky.
Little, hangry, and like you, cuddleable.
Nice.
Well, you know what? I agree with the first 2. You are little and you are hangry.
Hangry all the
Or
time.
hangry,
Danny,
too.
3 words.
Awesome,
Danny
energetic.
already used that.
Yeah.
I mean, BJ already used that.
You use awesome?
Yeah, I did. I used wicked and awesome
You used it
together.
twice.
Amazing, energetic, and emo.
Yeah, that's the 3rd one for sure.
Yeah.
Rev?
Loyal, consistent, and ragey.
Flatulence.
No, I'm not going to use that.
Stinky.
Okay, guys.
Yeah. I think
I'm trying to get the job here.
These are your strengths,
Harry.
Rev, okay? You go with your strengths. How about if you could turn back time and live your life over, what would you do different?
Apply for a different job.
Yeah, and these questions just suck so bad. Describe a difficult situation and how you dealt with it. Well, there was this job interview I was on, and this idiot was asking all these dumb questions, and I still kept a smile on my face.
I did. Someone said I was asked why I wanted the job once. I replied with, I have a child on the way. I'm good with customers, but honestly, I just want to work. You could tell me to scrub toilets all day, and I wouldn't complain. I got the job on the spot.
Oh, nice. And finally, what do you know about us? The last question about the company. Like, what do you know about us?
You're no Microsoft. That's what I know.
That's what I know.
They wouldn't hire me.
Yeah. You and I don't think we'd ever pass any of these things. I just, I think most radio people wouldn't.
I always think it's funny when you hear someone tell the stories of like when they say, "Hey, what do you know about our company?" and somebody will say, "I don't know anything about the company." And I think with the internet so easily accessible,
yeah, nowadays,
on your cell phone, you tell me while even you were waiting to be brought into the office, you just didn't Google the company just to get a quick idea of what they're all about.
Yeah.
How do you not know about the company?
Yeah. And even if you know like some of the bad stuff of the company, you kind of don't talk about it. I think you just talk about the good stuff, right? I know you guys have had your challenges, but I also know you do A, B, C, D, and E. You're great people.
I heard your CEO was fired for sexual misconduct, so I figured this is my kind of place.
I love Uber. All right, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You got calls? You got texts? We're going to take them at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by the Shane Company. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, it is your show, my friends. But Steve does have a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you'll be gone. And we'll have to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
Let's go to Carrie in Redmond. Carrie, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Carrie. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
Yeah, you guys were talking about things at work. I worked for Ted Kennedy's brother-in-law in New Orleans for a media company, and we all had to be interviewed by the FBI because he was arrested for fraud and illegally raising money for the Clintons back in 2001.
Whoa. That's so bizarre that somebody related to a politician would be in trouble like that.
It's New Orleans.
Oh, well, I didn't know New Orleans was the place you go.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I thought that was how it is everywhere. I didn't know New Orleans was even more special.
The way it is.
Yeah. Damn. So, and that was a trippy experience. Did they think you were guilty of anything, or they were just trying to get all the dirt on the Kennedy guy?
Well, it kind of was spread out a little strangely. I was working at the front desk, and I was always told to never, if he was in or not, if someone asked for him, to say he wasn't there.
Oh.
And these two guys came in asking for him, and they're like, I said, who are you? They said, we're the FBI. And I freaked out a little. I was like, oh, can I see your badges?
Nice.
And I called the secretary, and I said, I'm not lying to the FBI. Sorry.
Oh.
And
nice.
A couple of weeks later, we all showed up for work, and there were these big security guards at the door saying, get your stuff and get out. Rent has been paid. The boss has been arrested.
Whoa.
And people were pissed. This office was so well decorated. Leather couches, paintings. People went nuts. And they slashed the couches. Someone stole a painting.
Wow.
People were really angry.
Well, yeah, I imagine you lose your gig because your boss is basically, a criminal. That's wow. Damn.
Yeah, it was, and then after that, we all got called by the FBI to give dirt.
If the FBI popped in here wanting information on someone on the show, would you give it to them?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
BJ would just roll over.
I'd roll over. Actually, no.
Everybody's secret's safe with me.
You know, you say that, but actually, and I say that, but that's not true. I remember when I was in a shoplifting room with my buddy. Mm-hmm. He rolled over and I didn't.
See?
Yeah. So I don't think I would. I think I would, because first of all, if they came in, I don't know any of you guys doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm a big, innocent until proven guilty. So I probably, and I know I haven't done anything wrong. So I would probably tell the FBI to go F themselves.
Nice.
And then I could say, go be yourselves and go I yourselves. Say, go FBI.
Oh.
Do that. All right. Vicky, would you roll or would you?
No, man. Snitches get stitches.
Okay. Look at that.
I ain't rolling.
So the three of us are good, Steve.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? Danny would roll.
Oh, I'd roll in a second. Yeah.
Once they start, they put a light on his face, he'll start crying and he'll roll.
Yeah. I'd be too scared.
I don't know why I'm picturing like those old school movies with the one light bulb and they point it at Danny's face.
He's done.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the mascara on his or eyeliner, starts dripping down his eyes.
Yeah. And he'd be like, look, I love my daughter. I can't go away. I need to see her. And then you start showing them the 800 pictures you have on your phone. Please don't take my Lily from me.
And to be honest with you, they could probably just bring me some pizza and I'd be like, no, you're good. I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about Rev? I think Rev would sell us down. I think he would sell us down the river.
I don't think so.
It really kind of depends on what incentives I'm getting on either side.
There you go.
You got to kind of play the field on this to see what sort of. I mean, if I'm doing it to save my own ass, probably.
Yeah, so if you know what, so CI, he's the guy. He's the guy that's on the inside. He's the one wearing the wire, Steve. We check him first.
So it says if the FBI threatened to cut off the Wi-Fi, BJ would turn his grandmother in. Haha, from Chris.
Oh, that is a good point.
I will say, if any of you guys turn me in, I am taking you down with me. I'm going to say you're an accomplice, so just a heads up.
Oh, thanks. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's how I play.
Let's go to Ryan and Puyallup. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Ryan, you are on the Rock.
Hey, guys. Love the show.
Thanks, buddy.
I haven't heard anything, any shows of solidarity for the Allen family this Friday. I was thinking maybe we could do Black Friday. Anybody that's got black Seahawk gear.
Oh, I see what you mean because of Blue Friday.
Yeah, they just do a little tribute to the Allens.
Well, I'm sure they'll have something on the uniforms for the rest of the season. That's a fact.
Have you seen the logo thing that they put up pretty soon after the passing?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's a really nice piece.
Oh, so that logo will be displayed, I guess.
I mean, I'd imagine it's going to be on the team's helmets or something along those lines.
Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point, Ryan. And
I'm just thinking, something the rest of the 12s can just throw a little bit of a tribute.
Well, this is nice. They've got PGA, which has got nothing to do with golf, by the way. But it's got PGA in white letters, and then in the background there's a green ribbon. Yeah. That actually is pretty cool. I think it's understated, but really, I think very sweet. And I will tell you this, Ryan, I would like to see something happen only because I have heard rumblings that one of our politicians, one of the city council people,
that moron,
give
her the time of day.
I just get frustrated because
the day after he passes, she puts that thing out.
Yeah, it's like, why do we want divisiveness? Especially, supposedly her viewpoints are let's help out people and let's bring people together. That's supposedly what she talks about, whether you agree with her or not. But she tends to be very, very volatile. And listen, you know what? No one is ever going to like somebody who's super successful in business. There's always going to be people who just don't like capitalism, and therefore you'll never like a Paul Allen because you just don't like capitalism. But the amount of people that have come out and said how he has been such a figure in their lives as a mentor, as an owner who actually cared about the players. And for football players to come out and say that, football players, they have volatile relationships a lot of times with their owners, but he really cared about these Seahawks guys. And he wasn't exactly super sociable. It was something that people said, Paul, look, if you could, it would mean a lot to people. And Paul's like, all right, sure, whatever you need me to do. But it wasn't his comfort zone.
Well, he wasn't about the limelight when it came to being there.
Yeah.
The Mark Cubans of the world enjoy being in the spotlight. And, that's great. But, Paul was definitely not that guy.
And he still went and did what they said would be helpful. And he gave $2 billion of his money to charities and charitable organizations. And
it's not enough, man.
Yeah, you know what? I just think that this is what irritates me about politics, because all that is a political move. I don't care what side you're on. When a politician can't even shut up, you don't have to say something good about the guy. I get that. If you're not a big fan of somebody, then don't say anything.
I saw some people even do that. They're like, I was told if you can't say something nice, I won't say anything at all. So I'm not saying anything about Paul Allen. I'm like, well, by saying that, you are saying something about Paul Allen. It's like, just don't say anything.
Just shut up.
Right.
We've got enough vitriol in the world, and I just think it makes all politicians look bad, which is why I hate all politics. Anytime somebody wants to talk politics with me and goes, you know what, as an adult, you should really know politics. I go, no, I shouldn't know about perhaps one of the worst, most corrupt times in political history. No, I don't care. They're all a bunch of jerks, if you ask me. And I'm sorry they collectively look that way, but when statements like that come out after somebody who's done so much for this area, they can't just shut up and let the man and his family grieve. Well, the family of the man grieve. That's just, it's low class. That was a low class move, and you've just made yourself look like what everybody thinks about politics. Low class.
I like what Pete Carroll said. We're going to battle for him. You're either competing or you're not. That's the kind of way I think we could give him the best tribute. So the players and the coaching staff, they're going to try and win as much as humanly possible this season in honor of Paul Allen.
I say tomorrow, since Ryan had a good idea, maybe we do like a quick moment of silence. Blue Friday. Like 5 seconds. No, you don't think so? All right, we'll put it up. We'll think about it.
Well, no, if I say no, BJ, I sound like this heartless bastard that just wrote an article about Paul Allen.
No, but something better then. You'll probably come up with something nice. We'll figure it out. I think it's a good idea. Maybe we'll just say, hey.
We already got to wear pink tomorrow for other reasons.
Tomorrow's
a lot of stress going on.
That's right. They're not playing this week.
I only have so many things I can put on, bro.
No, you're right.
I'll wear my black jeans.
No, we're wearing pink tomorrow. I forgot that.
I don't even have anything pink.
Really?
I have a pink words on something.
I had Chris go get pink stuff for me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, well, I didn't have anything either.
Some people get arrested for that.
Yeah. No, you know what? Tomorrow, I don't want to do it tomorrow because I want to do it next time the Hawks play.
Okay.
Or whatever I want to do. Maybe who knows what it is. But tomorrow's a whole different day. You're right. I forgot. All right. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls and more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Let's go to Trina in Tenino. Trina, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trina. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
Well, my husband was telling me last night, we both commute a lot to work. He's a truck driver, and I book freight and dispatch, and I drive a long way to work. And I like to call him in the mornings between about 8 and 9:30, and in the afternoons between like 4:30 and 5:30. But he told me last night to stop doing that he has to listen to your show. He says it's the only thing he has.
Oh,
he says, I have yes.
So both times in the mornings with us and with the men's room in the afternoon, he's like, look, that's my time. You can't call me.
Yes.
So
he says you're all he has.
Trina, I think from now on, whenever you need something from him while the show is on, you should call us to make the request to him through the show.
Yes.
Oh, great idea.
Yes. Did you notice I've done this? Yeah, he's probably listening right now.
Yeah, so do you have something that you need him to do? Hi, Roger.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, anything you need from Roger? What's Roger need to do that you need to talk to him about?
Does he need to bring home anything?
Yeah.
Besides the bacon.
Bring home the bacon, Roger.
Bring home the bacon, yep. He's a Packers fan. Wisconsin bacon would be good.
Oh,
but, yep, you're all he's got, you guys. So
how long have you guys been married?
We've been married 3 years.
Oh, good for you, man. 3 years. Dang.
Yeah, yes. Yes, he says, I have my mom, my sister, my kids, but you guys are all he's got.
That is awesome. I mean, I'll tell you, I appreciate.
See you guys at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, definitely. Wisconsin Thanksgiving style, a little bacon on that turkey. I appreciate that
too.
Yeah. Well, my brother drives truck, and I've said this before. It's one of the reasons why I really liked getting into the business because I remember hearing him telling stories about how the radio kept him company as he went all over the country, and I thought, oh, that's cool, and he really dug it, and so I ended up getting in the business, and he was he's like, oh, that's cool because you guys keep me company.
I want to give a shout out to Robert Highwood, which is a great last name.
That's a great Highwood.
Highwood.
Yeah, it's a great name, Mr. Highwood.
He sent me a message saying, I was the guy in the Alliance Steel truck waving at you. Love the show.
Yesterday, somebody was waving at you?
Yeah, it was awesome. We were stuck in traffic. I think it was on I-5 or 167. Either one. I'm always in traffic, I feel like. And I look over, and you can feel somebody looking at you, and then you're just like, I don't know if should I look over or just going to be some weird gang initiation thing. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So I'm just kind of doing my thing. I finally look over, and Tim and a couple of his buddies are in the truck, and they just kind of like the big grin on their face, like, yeah. That makes my day.
I got to be thinking
whenever that happens, that makes my day.
If you see a bald guy driving a Jeep, you go, it's got to be Steve.
Especially if it's picking his nose, then it's definitely.
Oh, it's definitely you then. Yeah,
that's where I get my good book picking in.
Yeah,
I get paranoid when people start waving at me because I'm like, oh crap, what did I do wrong? Like I'm expecting someone to start yelling at me.
Well, if they're smiling, I think you're in good shape.
Well, like I don't know. Like, what if that's like, haha, I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Wow, you live a really charmed life over there. I mean, how about people just might want to be nice to you?
It would have been fun. I wish I had like a bunch of our T-shirts rolled up in my car. And I'd roll it down because we're in traffic, and I could roll my window down and just start chucking it through their window.
Oh, nothing could go wrong with that.
Not if we're not moving.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, I see you trying to basically do it on the fly, like you're Russell Wilson. I could do this. I could thread that needle.
It would get bad if all of a sudden I missed the window and I have to stop my car and I get out.
I was gonna say, how good's your throwing arm?
It's all right.
You might have to practice.
I had a little rough go at the fair when we were there, just throwing into the hole.
Yeah, I really thought you guys waited till you got home before you did that.
Actually, that was Marist Farms where we did that.
Yeah.
No, you can put the ball in the hole.
Oh, yeah. The old ball in the hole trick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the hole.
Well, shout out to Robert Highwood, man.
What's up, Robert Highwood?
Your homies at Alliance Steel.
That's a great name, by the way. Like you said, I love that name, Highwood. I might have to make that BJ Highwood. Oh, that would be a great name for me. Think about that.
From Alliance Steel.
Yeah.
That also sounds pretty badass.
Let's go to Mike and Everett. Mike, you're on the rock. What you got for us, buddy?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
So my story actually is about like yesterday when you guys were talking about that kid that did the darndest thing about taking a dooski in the urinal.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So mine is I had a buddy of mine back in high school who decided to use the CPR dummies. You know how it's just like a bust of it where it's just the chest and the headpiece.
Yeah. What do you do?
He decided to use that as a urinal.
Oh no!
He put the dummy between his legs and just let it rip. But the problem is the fact that the bag that's attached to it was only held in by a rubber band, so it slipped from the neck piece and just went all over the floor.
Oh!
What class was this? R. Kelly 101?
Yeah.
It was actually my health and driving class.
Yeah. Oh man, that what a delight that guy is.
A few texters have come up with a great suggestion for my whole thing about throwing T-shirts into people's cars.
Okay.
Chris has a great one. You should mount the T-shirt cannon to your Jeep.
Yeah.
That's what you need is a cannon on your car. Yeah, let's do this Mad Max style, baby.
Yes. And I just start shooting T-shirts into people's cars.
I'm sure there's no law against that, Steve. I think that, Highway Patrol will be, the State Patrol will be happy with that.
I'll be responsible.
Oh, I know you will. I mean, if anybody should have a cannon on their car, it's you.
With T-shirts.
Yeah, T-shirt cannon, of course. But you know what? You could also put hot dogs in there because I love a hot dog cannon.
I have two cannons, and then the other cannon will also have a T-shirt, but it's like my way of combating road rage. And I shoot it, and then the person pulls it out, and the shirt just says, "Go F yourself."
You got to get the T-shirt Gatling gun. Where it's like multiple.
Oh, yeah.
Except that's a lot of money.
How much does that go for?
$4,000.
Oh, you can do it, Steve.
Can I borrow $4,000?
Oh, sure. For your T-shirt Gatling gun? Sure.
Well, I mean, how about something more reasonable, like the micro mini one for $6.99?
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be, you can just shoot that out the window.
Now I just got to find someone that can mount it onto my Jeep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said mount.
Not a problem. All right, I got a big...
my micro mini.
No, you can't have the micro. Yeah, mount your micro mini. All right, here's a big question. What do Ryan Castle and a drug dealer have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. He's the drunk in charge. Now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a drug dealer have in common?
Wouldn't be drugs, would it?
Might be drugs.
Might be drugs. This guy over here, high on his own supply.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Broke rule number 1 of dealing drugs.
Right, don't sample the drugs.
Right, don't get high on your own supply.
Yeah, he did it, though.
Person says both prefer to be called street pharmacists.
Oh, yes.
Both of you, Steve's behind the transport drugs.
True
story. And Steve has both of them on speed dial and likes to visit them after work.
Okay.
No, the nice thing is I could visit Brian during work.
That's right.
We are back to back, butt to butt in the office.
See?
Mule to mule, if you will.
Mule to mule. It's how you guys always wanted it. The old place, we didn't have it set up that way, but the new place...
Nope, there was a wall between us. Now we've broken down those walls so we can share the same space.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, and the same drugs. How about this guy? 2 weeks ago, the most wanted drug trafficker in Spain was in the news after he came out of hiding to do a cameo in a music video. And because of that, that's how the cops found him. Otherwise, he would still be... Yeah, he's a genius. Ryan Castle, he's also a genius. He's got a 12-pack, and that's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
When I go to a urinal, it takes me a second. Like, I have to get out of my head to, like, oh, there's other men around me.
Well, see,
I used to not have that problem, and then recently I noticed I was starting to have that problem.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's why I always used to stall. You guys, everyone wonders why I used to stall. It's because I feel like I've got private time, and it's easier for me to go.
It's not because of the anteater.
Jesus, Vicky.
I was curious. Some people are really, self-conscious about it.
Everyone's going to meet Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been at a urinal.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.